Hi guys. There is a new moon tomorrow, I believe, in Libra. And Libra is about balancing, mostly just kind of balancing your life. Like, I call it work-life balance, but making sure you're taking care of yourself too. Now, these are pre-shuffled. I wanted to point out I have 4 decks here. One of them is an oracle. We got on the bottom, we got the World, the Fool, and the Ace. Wondering what that's about. Before I shuffle the oracle, we got gold digging, it's all about their money, pushover, and playing the martyr. Okay, so it's an energy of no longer will my life be surrounded by, it's like hanging up the victim mentality. It's a handout feeling kind of energy, because when the world ends the book and the Fool begins the new chapter of the next book, or the new book. Like, it's not a chapter, it's a completely different book. So it's almost like after this cup of love is given, it's like this is cut off. No longer will I be a pushover. No longer will I be handing money out over fist for karmic femmes in their distorted energy. Playing the martyr is playing the victim. All right, so we're going to see if that has anything to do. I love Libra energy. I just never worked out with a Libra. I just like the season. Okay. What is the energy of the collective and their person surrounding this weekend new moon in Libra? Well, okay, if that ain't a tower. All right, I'm gonna take some of these actually. Ghosting and avoiding, needing time to heal. These came out together. Needing time to heal, watches everything, triggers each other's feelings, and can't be tamed. Wild heart. Okay, so it's almost like your person's watching you and they feel like you are kind of a wild soul, okay? Kind of a fleeting energy, and that could contribute to why they're ghosting and avoiding. However, testing your boundaries is what fell out first. They could have been hiding their trust issues, or they could have been hiding their true motives, and it given you, and now you might have trust issues for them. So you might be being avoided or ghosted because of that. But because of this situation, you're needing time to heal, and they're watching you do so. Something to do with the disconnect had you guys triggering the shit out of each other. Let's see what the bottom of the deck holds. Painful transformation period. Okay. Destructive tendencies, draining to depletion, children involved, pretends to be blind to the truth. Okay, so again, this person completely ignoring their truth, okay, to the point of being depleted. Okay, so this can speak of energy, this can also speak of finances. Okay, there is family involved here, whether or not this person is a father or mother to your children, or there's baby mamas, baby daddies involved. The children kind of seems to be like what's holding the glue into this karmic situation, whatever this is that they've caught themselves up in. They're trying not to repeat the past destructive tendencies with the World card, okay? However, the transformation period is painful. They're watching you go through that. It's a very mirrored energy. Mirrored twin flames can kind of tend to live the same life separately at different times. So what's that mean? That means your person watched you go through some kind of painful transformation period. You might have been in denial. You might have put it off. It finally you might have pulled, this is very tower, so you might have pulled the rug out from underneath yourself, let your tower fall in some kind of destructive manner while they stood aside and watched. You know, your triggers might have been on steroids, and that could have been your effort moment. And now you're in this healing phase. Well, while they've been watching, guess what's starting to happen? Again, Libra is about balance. Okay, let's see what the tarot brings. I think you might have some trust issues from whatever the past was as it applies to their true motives. So let's get a little bit about what that means. Okay, what are the trust issues here when it comes to the collective person? One more. What are the trust issues? Maybe not. Again, the Two of Cups. So being juggled after offering a cup of love, knowing good and full well with the Cancer, feminine Cancer energy, that this was a mutual feeling, mutual relationship, very warm friendship. You guys had an affinity for each other, but it was juggled. It was a juggling energy. They juggled the Queen of Cups cup, okay? The biggest cup in the tarot deck. Cancerian energy. Again, what chakra is that? What chakra is blue? Intuition. Okay. They ignore their intuition on this one. What did I say? Yep, ignoring the truth. Developing their intuition. The Queen of Cups is the intuitive queen. Think about how deep she's got her foot. She's sitting on the side of a lake or the side of the ocean. Think about how deep the ocean is. Okay? That's the depth of her. That's the depth of her soul. She's very nurturing. Okay? So why is this important? Again, this mirrors the back and forth energy. The knowing that you know, but going back and forth in the truth. It's almost like 1 minute, this is my truth, and the next minute, nah. What can that look like? I think I'll have the steak, and then the waitress starts to write down your order, and your person goes, no. I changed my mind. The burger looks great. I'll have the burger. And she starts to scribble out your order, and he's like, yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do the rare steak. It's a tried and true, safe order. Okay. Depending on your waitress, they may or may not be irritated by patience by now. But the fourth time your person goes back to the burger, okay, who is going to be aggravated? Everybody in the damn room. The people waiting behind them to get their order taken because they're hungry, okay? The date sitting across the table, like, dude, I'm hungry. At this point, if you ordered your steak well done, I'm going to be pissed that you're making me wait longer. It's that kind of energy. You know? Now, the waitress could be you. The waitress could be the intuition. The waitress could be the universe. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay. Why is this important with this new moon? There's a sense of this is going to end. This indecisiveness, this back and forth bullshit. Because it is bullshit. It is. This You don't see this every day. You don't. Bottom of the deck, the Star, divinely connected. The Star speaks of hope. It speaks of, but it also is kind of it talks about like following the North Star, which is, you know, your intuition. It's compared to the North Star in the Bible, if you resonate with that. And it's almost kind of like it lights up the sky after the Tower moment. It's what gives you hope, but there is a very, very distant feel to it. Think about even in the night sky, in the middle of the country with no lights, as dark can be, the night sky, as even when it feels that close, can you really reach out and touch the brightest star? It might feel like you can, but can you? It's kind of like where that doubt is coming in from. Let's see what we got. The Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the intuition, the deep reflecting. Look at him. Like, that's some Jedi Knight bullshit. Just floating there. Deeply reflecting about why did they hang on to their cup. Now we got to hang on. We saw financial the need for them to be stingy about finances. And look, we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, ran deceptively. I want to know what they were being deceptive about with the energy of the past that was under the deck, where it was hiding true intentions. The Sun, the Emperor. All right, so this is kind of like, so the Sun is the happiest card of the deck. A lot of times it gets mixed up with love. Now, an unhealed person can really go after that cup, thinking that is going to emotionally fulfill them. No, not necessarily. Part of being an Emperor is that he is emotionally independent. What do I mean by that? Okay, well, he understands that when his queen is in her work and grind mode, she needs to be left be. He can trust that she's not going to be, you know, out here around because she is his empress. Okay, she don't think like that. She don't move like that. She isn't like that. However, maybe previously when he was in his discontentment energy, when he was in his interesting as a discontent, distorted masculine energy, which is being in karmic energy, is what that is. Maybe when she went to work, he was annoyed because he wasn't giving her attention, and then he got all up in his head, and, you know, maybe she was wearing her Apple Watch and she saw that he had texted her, but she couldn't get back to her right away. Maybe she was with a client. Maybe she, you know, had meetings all day and was pitching business plans, business ideas, and she saw his text that marked it as read, but her phone's in her briefcase across the room. Okay, by the time she's done pitching her speech, is she going to remember? Maybe not. That doesn't mean that she didn't care about the text. Do you see what I'm saying? It's that kind of energy. But now, like past energy, now somebody is wanting to take action, both as it applies to essentially cleaning up their life, as it applies to finances. There's an underlying energy of having the handout. It could be because of children. There is an energy that's suggestive of you know, holding kids above your head to manipulate you out of finances. Okay, then there's an energy here as well as to him making like, no more of this, no more of withholding, no more of the back and forth, no more not knowing, no more wondering. My person feels like the sun, feels like walking out into the sun after a rainstorm. But for the Emperor, He's not seeking that out because he doesn't have that within him. Do you understand? The Emperor does self-love. He does have love for himself, which comes with self-respect, self-discipline. Okay, so I'm kind of getting that your Emperor is working on that. Your person is working on that. Let's see what this is. Okay, so going back and forth, what could be going back and forth on might not just be you, but it might be walking away from a Queen of Wands energy. This is third party energy, so I'm going to have to apply it as I see it. And talk about mothers, baby mommies, baby daddies. Now, I use the cards with words on the bottom. So you can see and understand I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass. You're seeing where I'm getting it, okay? Now, the difference between the Swords and the Eight of Cups, what's concerning me here is this isn't walking away from 8 broken cups. That's not where they're flip-flopping back and forth about, or have been flip-flopping back and forth. They know, or they suspect they know, intuitively, I need to take care of this. I need to handle my business. I need to take back control of this situation, as an Emperor does. But not doing so. Finding reasons to question. Six of Swords is not walking away from 8 broken cups. That worries me. Walking away from 8 broken cups with this Queen of Wands means one and two things. Either one, he's not done emotionally with this. A little bit of have your cake and eat it too energy. Or two, there's not a lot of love here. And all it's really bringing to the table is rough waters. Questioning, do I really walk away so I can take my life into calm waters? That's what I know I need to do to take control of my life in this situation. Okay. Shit, what did I want to ask? What was your Emperor deceptive about in the beginning? What was their hidden motions and true intentions? What's the Seven of Swords about? The Seven of Swords surrounding the Ace of Cups. Something divinely guided. So that means this had to happen. Maybe not the way it went down. But this person and this person walking away and being imbalanced was fated, essentially. It was written in your contract prior to reincarnation. This is a big deck. Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. What was the Seven of Swords surrounding the Ace of Cups? Well, they've been quiet about it, that's for sure. Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but that wanted to come out. Five of Wands, conflict. Not wanting to move forward out of a place of conflict. This is the energy of money never broke my heart. Needing to find temperance, needing to find healing from this Five of Swords energy. Five of Swords, this is like some kind of past. So this person was really imbalanced. They weren't honest with you about how imbalanced they were, either within their life or within inside. Ace of Cups is an offer of not only new love, but it's also, you gotta, in order to give an Ace of Cups, it's gotta come from a place of I'm willing, open, and ready to open myself up to you. It's got to come from a place where you're actually emotionally available, is what the hell I'm trying to say. That wasn't happening. Universe says it needs to happen. It needed to happen in order for you guys. Look how happy that Hierophant is. It's almost like the universe laughs. We make plans, God laughs. that needed to happen before some kind of Hierophant could happen. Okay? But the Hierophant is also about learning. So really after their bag, something's changed though. Because their bag went from this to having to really hold it and be stingy with it. And there has something to do with the Emperor standing up for himself, essentially. I'm not just a wallet. I'm not just your paycheck. I'm not just the person that pays your bills. I like it for him. Okay. This is my mess deck. We're going to try it here. We're just going to try and wrap this up. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Anything else you'd like to say? Chaos. Yes, mass chaos. That he both had in his life, that he's masking, hiding, but there has been some kind of fatal events that he's been playing smoke and mirrors with. Okay? Some kind of fatal event has changed. It might have made you walk away. How's my ass look as I walk away from this chaos that you're acting like doesn't exist? Acting like you don't remember it, that you don't see it. I know you got eyes. People remember fatal events. Fatal events is my my trauma card. But this same old song and dance has been a broken record. Yeah. Deathly silence. So your silence is loud about this smoke and mirrors situation that created a fatal event. You've kept your divinity. You've kept your, meaning you might have had karmic moments as you reacted in this situation, but you didn't stay in karmic energy. You didn't stay in distorted energy. You know, a distorted emperor and empress and a distorted Queen of Cups, it can be very destructive. It's very codependent, meaning now there's nothing wrong with staying at home and tending and being a homemaker, but that's more the energy of, I don't want to work. I expect you to work. I expect you to allow me to stay at home. My job is to, you know, essentially the business transaction between the two of us is you go to work to pay my bills and our bills that we create together. However, you agree to employ me to be a homemaker. What's that mean? It means I raise your kids. It means I keep your home. But a distorted empress doesn't. Okay? You find her in the same place you did when you left her. Only there's more of a mess. You know, there might be, the floors might be sticky. That might be what the kids are running around in, crawling all over sticky floors, putting their hands in their mouth. She might not have had a shower for 2 and 3 days. She's still wearing the same clothes as yesterday, that sort of thing. That is not taking care of yourself. That is not taking care of a home. That's the energy I'm seeing here. Pretending like it's not happening. Now, an imbalanced queen, distorted, that is a distorted queen. Okay? That's all that means. Distorted. That's all that means. Karmic. Okay? Based on this, you know it's still karmic because you got all this surrounding it. That's how you know it's karmic. Okay? As a reader, that means at one time, whatever the situation applies to was distorted, and I'm reading it as a negative, meaning trying to balance. Now, it starts with us, okay? Once we balance ourselves, once we take control of ourselves, once we heal our soul, once we heal our heart, we tend to project that energy out into our lives. So it's a ripple effect. Okay? So you know, once you get it right on the inside, which is where it starts, your surroundings kind of change. And if it doesn't, you know your surroundings have expired. They are no longer serving you. Okay? They're no longer serving your highest good. They're no longer healthy for you. It's no longer where you're supposed to be. That's what that means. That's not selfish. Just say, it doesn't serve my highest good. Okay? That's what that means. Yeah, living in chaos. That's what needs to balance. That's what it looks like they're going to try to balance, although they have a history of running from it. Okay? I do worry a little bit, along with once you find balance here within yourself, once it trickles out into and this goes from rough waters into calmer waters, okay? And you can commit to keeping it away. What's that look like? I don't know, 6 months to a year out, depending on how set in your ways you are, how many times you ran from it, how many times you went back and forth, how long did you ignore your intuition? You know, that's gonna give divine trust issues. Okay, that you have to almost earn the divine's trust before they say, okay, there you go. There's your blessings. But wanting to take action to come and communicate. They might be speaking to you through music. Yeah, keeping silent. Keeping their business to themselves. Making moves in silence after you're walking away and after you said, this chaos, I'm for you, bub. I'm for you, bruh. But this is a no for me because it ain't glittery. Okay, that's what I got.